Jenna Fischer has a conditional answer as to whether she would return as Pam Beesly in a The Office movie. As one of the main characters of The Office, Pam Beesly holds a special place in a lot of fans' hearts. While she certainly made plenty of mistakes over the course of the show, her relationship with Jim Halpert, John Krasinski, and her growth were inspiring and a delight to watch. Her actor, Jenna Fischer, is also a delight, judging from her podcast, Office Ladies, with The Office co-star Angela Kinsey, who plays Angela. Office Ladies has been running since October 2019 and was one of the first podcasts to offer a retrospective on a TV show with actors from that TV show as hosts. Now a popular genre, Office Ladies was one of the first to do it. Though it started as a recap of every episode of The Office with behind-the-scenes info, they've since moved into interviews with people who have appeared on the show, either as an actor or as someone behind the camera. On January 31, 2024, they interviewed Bryan Cranston, who posed an interesting question. Jenna Fischer would be on board for an Office movie if it came from Greg Daniels. Bryan Cranston posed the question on the Office Ladies podcast. During the interview, which took place because Bryan Cranston directed The Office Season 9, Episode 4, Work Bus, in which the employees of Dunder Mifflin go to work in a cramped RV for the day after one of Jim's pranks backfires, Cranston asked Jenna Fischer and Angela Kinsey about the future, via THR. He pondered, Cranston may be the first person to ever seriously bring up the idea of a reunion movie, but Kinsey and Fischer seemed game. Well, Fischer agreed as long as the show's creator, Greg Daniels, was involved, saying, because I would trust it. You know? As long as Greg is writing it and he's in charge of it, then I say yes. It's a good caveat, because any The Office reunion would need Daniels involved, or it would just not feel the same. Greg Daniels is currently working on a new Office show set in the same universe. The paper is about a small Midwestern newspaper. The cast of The Office posing for the camera. This is probably all a moot point because Greg Daniels likely won't be working on a The Office movie anytime soon. His time is being spent elsewhere, namely, on a new show set in the same universe as The Office. This show is not a reboot of The Office but a spin-off, titled The Paper. Daniels' new series is set in Toledo, Ohio, where a documentary crew is filming the day-to-day life of a failing local newspaper, which has decided to use volunteer reporters to help build it back up. The paper is set to release sometime in 2025 and will star Domhnall Gleeson, Sabrina Impacciator, Melvin Gregg, and Chelsea Fry, among many others in the large ensemble cast. While it won't be The Office exactly, it's certain to have a similar sensibility to that series with Daniels at the helm. Should the Office reunion movie happen? The show ended on the right note. Steve Carell crying as Michael Scott in The Office Season 9 finale. Deedle-dee Productions. There's never really been a discussion about a reunion movie for The Office, and at first, it might seem like a good idea. However, The Office is not a series that requires a follow-up. The lives of everyone at Dunder Mifflin were shown in explicit detail, with the ups and downs on display. There's not much more they could show with the characters without erasing the growth that already happened during the 9 seasons of the show. That's what the characters say about the show in the finale, that the documentary captured their lives, an extraordinary feat. It showed why their mundane lives were special. A reunion movie would have to justify itself, which would likely entail making the characters' lives exceptional, which is against the point of the series. A reunion special like the one done for Friends and Harry Potter would be a better bet. Jenna Fischer might be on board if a movie happens, but it's probably best if The Office is left alone.